It happens to the best of us. Forget the best of us. It literally happens to all of us. You get told, hey, we're all good. We're not interested. We don't need your services. I've got somebody that does that for me. We get told no. We get told we're not interested. This is something I am so excited to cover with you because this is probably, in terms of dollars coming out of your pocket, one of the biggest mistakes that we make as sales professionals is we mishandle things. And we do an actual terrible job. We mishandle things when companies, when people, when organizations tell us, hey, we're all good, we're all set, we're not interested, we're working with your competitor, we've got somebody in-house that does that. Hey, by the way, my name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University. It's the most effective sales training in the world. If you even work in the zip code of sales, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if you like this video at all, if you get anything out of it, please give the video a like. And I promise you, you're going to get something out of this video to the tune of literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in your career if you just pay attention to what I'm about to explain to you right now. So let's talk about when somebody tells us no, when somebody tells us we're not interested, when somebody tells us, hey, we're all good, we've got somebody that does that. There's two critical mistakes that we make. There's the two ways that we handle this the wrong way. Is way number one, we get defensive. And why wouldn't we get defensive? It's really hard to not take these things personal. You love your company. You love your solutions. You know that working with you is the best thing that person could do. And they just told you, I'm not interested, I'm all good, I work with your competition. It's like getting punched in the gut. You want to get defensive. And when we get defensive, what do we try and do? We try and resell our way back in there. Hey, if I could just have 5 minutes, if I could just show you something, are you sure our pricing is a lot better? We get desperate, we talk louder, we talk faster, we try and force our way back in there, okay? This is a deadly, deadly mistake. Why? That person just told you, we're all good, I'm not interested, we work with your competition. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. You have lost the battle, but you can clearly win the war if you handle things right. When somebody tells you they're not interested, it is not the time to try and force your way in. Here's the second mistake that we make. First one being we try and force our way in. Second mistake is this. Okay, well, thanks a lot. And then you literally take them out of your CRM, right? They're not interested, right? We give up, we give in, we quit. Forcing your way in is not the answer, and quitting is not the answer. Literally, you are probably doing one of these two things without even noticing it, and it is costing you millions of dollars. It is costing you tens of deals, hundreds of deals, thousands of deals over the course of your career. So those are the two things I don't want you to do. I don't want you to try and force your way in, and I for sure don't want you to quit. Here's what I want you to try doing right here, right now. Number one, when somebody says, we're all good, we're not interested, we're working with somebody else, we've got somebody internally that does that, I totally understand. We will be here when you need a new CRM. Hey, I totally understand. I will be here when you need accounting services. I totally understand. I will be here when you need advertising and support. I will be here when you guys need sales training. We will be here when you need sales and top line revenue. Whatever it is that you're selling, whatever it is that your solution is, just simply calmly agree with them. Hey, I totally get it. Totally understand. We will be here when you need blank. Why do I want you to do this? They just push back on you. I don't want you to cause a fight with them. And when you say, hey, I totally understand, I get it, I'll be here when you need blank, you're de-escalating the situation. You're also leaving the door wide open for you to follow back with them, for you to call them in a month, for you to call them in 2 weeks, for you to call them in 6 months. Maybe you want to wait a year, whatever it is. We can talk about that in pipeline management. But when you try and force your way in, you're slamming the door shut. They're never going to take your call again, okay? And if you quit, you just slam the door shut on yourself. So I want you to say, hey, we're good. Hey, we've got somebody internally that does our social media management. No problem. I will be here when you need social media. Fair enough? Yeah, thanks. Really appreciate it. You've left the conversation on a really high note. Here's the other thing that you can try doing. If you really want to try just a little bit more than that, I just want you to say this. Hey, we're all good. You know, we're really happy with our current CRM. We're really happy with our current logistics provider. Got it, makes perfect sense to me. Hey, just out of curiosity, how open-minded are you? What do you mean? Let me send you something. I want you to take a look. I'm curious to get your opinion on it. Notice I'm not forcing my way in, and I'm for sure not quitting, and I'm simply asking them, hey, just out of curiosity, how open-minded are you? What do you mean? Let me send you something. I want you to take a look at it. I'm curious to get your opinion on it. And then you get off the phone, okay? That puts you in a perfect position to a week, 2 weeks down the road, circle back with them. Hey, Mike, wanted to get your thoughts on that blank that I sent you. Now make sure you've got something compelling to send them. So your two options when somebody says, I'm all good, we're all set, we've got somebody in-house that deals with that. Number one, hey, I totally get it. I understand, we will be here when you need blank, right? Or if you want to just take it a notch up a little bit more, got it, makes perfect sense to me. Hey, just out of curiosity, how open-minded are you? Every single person views themselves as open-minded. They're always going to say, oh, I'm open-minded. Or they're going to say, hey, depends on what it is. Or they're going to say, where are you going with that? With any response they give you, just say, you know what, let me send you something. I'm curious to get your opinion on it. Everybody wants to give their opinion. In both scenarios, you didn't try to fight, and you for sure didn't give up, and you're keeping that opportunity alive to fight and win the war on another day. My name's Matt Easton. I would absolutely love it. There's a link below to our sales training. If you got any use out of this video at all, share it. Share it with your friends. Check out the link below, and I would love it if you take a look at this. The world of sales has completely changed. Today's customer has access to more information. Today's customer has more choices. The business world needs you. Studies have shown that 84% of salespeople fail to achieve their goals. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of selling in a way that's meaningful to you and your customers and get you 7 times more business. I'll show you how the perfect sales process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from prospecting to closing the deal. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so you can build value in your solutions. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your customer so it's easy for them to buy from you. I've taught the best companies in the world and thousands of people just like you how to hit their targets. Selling is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number one. All of a sudden, your career is gonna make perfect sense, even if you've never worked in sales or the corporate world before. And for the advanced sales professionals, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Easton University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective in any industry, large or small. You are about to become a certified master sales consultant. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Easton University.